Okay. All right. So one thing I need y'all to remember is that when you see f of x, that is the exact same thing as y. They're interchangeable. They mean the exact same thing. So if you see f of x, it's just replacing a y, because y'all are used to y equals something, mx plus b, slope form. Um, that x when you replace that x with a number, it doesn't mean that there's math to do on that side. It just means that you're evaluating that function for that number, so that when you look at it, you know that this is the answer when my x value is this. It's just a notation. For example, sometimes you may see t-charts, and I'm just going to do a little short one. Let's just say 0 and 1, and I'll put 1 and 2 over here. When x is 0, y is 1. That means on a coordinate plane, when x is at 0, your y is at 1. This is the same exact thing as that. These two things are the same thing. It doesn't matter if they have f of x up here or if they have y, because f of x and y are the same. So does everybody understand that concept? I don't know why this 2 is sitting here. So in this graph, it's telling you that the daily high temperature, T, so they're replacing F with T, over the first 9 days, and D is days. So this T of D is the same thing as F of X. They just replaced the F with T, D with X. I mean, X with D. What does it represent in this situation? It represents on what day in August, what was the temperature. So on day 2, it was 75. On the 4th day of August, it was 100. X, Y. So if it says TD equals 100, that's telling you what the function equals. This means what is the x value when y is 100. So you would go to 100 on the y-axis and to see what x is. It's 4. Or in this case, D equals 4. So if it looks like this is the same thing as y equals this. That means you're looking for the x value. So I'm going to make that note. Looking for, well, in this case, it's D. looking for the D value, which D is the same thing as X. Now it says find the values of D when the function equals 70. So when the function is at 70, what is D? 1. So do we understand that concept now? Okay.
Yeah, I was just touched base with you.
Okay.
Did you need their instructional goals again, or do you still have a copy?
You can leave them if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you there.
Okay. All right. So we're done with that. Let's look at this problem. Wish this would get off of there. So we're going to look at this one. Now, this girl was going to look at 2 different gyms and decide which one is more cost effective. And it says that Lifetime Gym is $35 a month with a sign up fee of $130. That means there's a one-time charge of $130. That's why it's a constant. It doesn't change. I need everybody's eyes up here, all you sleepy heads. Come on, eyes up here. And then 35 times X, because it depends on how many months. X is the amount of months. This one is already giving you the chart. It's already evaluated it. It's not an equation form. So it tells you the amount of months and what the total cost was. So they say evaluate it at how many months? Oh, we're gonna look down here. 4 months. So that means I'm gonna need to plug in a 4 here, right? So if I say f of 4 equals 3 times, not 3, Angela, 35 times 4 plus 130 equals, what's 35 times 4, somebody?
140.
Plus 130 equals 270. That's at Lifetime. LA Fitness, there's no 4 on here. It goes from 3 to 5. So it's in between here. So what does it look like? Every 2 months it's going up what? $100. So each month it would go up what? If it's going up 100 in every 2 months, it goes up 50 in 1 month. So which one's going to be cheaper? Which one's going to be cheaper? No. Which club? Are we going to want to join Lifetime or are we going to want to join LA Fitness? LA Fitness would be the one, because this one in 4 months you're only going to pay $255. Over here you're going to pay $270. Okay. I'm not going to do all of those. That just was trying to give you an idea of how it goes. The next one. I want to look at, we don't need to do that one, but this one I wanted to look at. I think this one goes. Okay, so let's look at this one. Carl and Shane both want to be coaches over the summer. Carl decides to charge a one-time fee of $10 plus plus an additional 20 for each hour. So Carl, we'll call him K of X. He wants to do a one-time fee of 10 plus $20 for every hour. We don't know how many hours. Shane wants to just do 22 for every hour. So we're going to call him S of X because his name is Shane. So that's just going to be 22X because I don't have a one-time fee. Now, if they coach for 4 hours, who earns more money? So that's going to be 10 plus, what's 20 times 4? 80. So that's going to be 90. And that's going to be 88. So Shane is going to make less money than Carl. Um, if you have to look at a graph, what is f of 2? That means go to 2 on the x and see what is the y. It's 4. So if they wanted to know f of 2, it would equal 4. F of negative 5, you would go to negative 5. Well, the line is right there going through negative 5. So f of negative 5 would equal 0. Where does f of x equal 3? Remember, what did I say when it says f of x equals something? What does that mean? You're looking for when y is 3. So you're going to go to y is 3 on here, which is right here. What is x there?
Red line.
Wait, say it again.
Is it that red line that you just made?
When y equals 3, where am I at on the x-axis? It would be 0. So y'all kind of get the picture with that? This one, I wanted to show you when it asks you to, let's say it says add f plus g of negative 2. That simply means add, what is f of negative 2? The solid line is f. The dotted line is g of x. So f of negative 2 is 0. And g of negative 2 is positive 2. So if I said f plus g, it'd be 0 plus 2, which would be 2. Does that make sense? Ooh, I tell you what. All right. The only other thing I kind of wanted to look at is this. If it asks you, some of them have been asking you like f, this one, like this says f of g of 2. First thing you got to do is find g of 2. G of 2, this is the g function. These are your x values. So when x is 2, what is g? 5, right? Does everybody see that? X is 2, g is 5. So now I'm going to find f, these are the pen, f of 5. So here's my f function. I'm going to go to 5. What is f of 5? 7. So your final answer for that would be the 7. Huh? Do it again. Do another one like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's g of f of 2. So I'm going to go to f of 2. Here's 2. This is the f function. That answer is 1. So this f of 2 equals 1. So now I'm going to find g of 1. Here's 1. Here's g. It's 2. Does that help a little bit?